everyone. So I wanted to talk to you about my inspiration and what really drove me to finally make a change in my life that would be permanent and would enable me to lose the weight that I've slowly put on. So I just want to back up and tell you my backstory a little bit. I was never really physically fit or active. I didn't really play your typical sports. I, when I was younger, I did Taekwondo. I do have my black belt in Taekwondo. I did dance, so I did those individualistic sports, but I didn't do your typical like soccer or anything like that. So I was relatively active. I wouldn't consider myself an extremely active person. When I went to college, I lived on campus, and initially from getting to college I did lose weight just because you have to walk everywhere you go, and then eventually I did gain weight. I don't recall how much weight I gained or after what period I stopped losing weight and then started to put it back on. So I don't recall that, but then over the course of the next 4+ years I slowly put on weight each year, and there was no major event that really, had me packing on pounds. It was just slowly but surely I was gaining weight and not losing any. So it wasn't until recently, about December of 2011, a friend of mine, I had seen her, whom I hadn't seen in a long time, and she lost a lot of weight. She wasn't overweight to begin with, but she just looked really good, and it was amazing how good she looked because she wasn't an overweight person, and then she made a change to be healthier, and I saw that, and I've never considered myself to be an overweight person. So when I saw her, it was really inspirational, and to hear her tell me about her gym routine and what she was doing that enabled her to lose the weight, that was what inspired me. So I finally decided, you know what, I'm only going to get older. Why am I not in the best shape of my life right now? What am I waiting for? It's not going to just happen miraculously. I'm not one of those naturally skinny people. I am a curvy person. I have been a curvy person my whole entire life. I have hips. As my mother would say, those childbearing hips, I'm known for those. So I decided that what am I waiting for? What's going to drive me to do this? Why am I going to wait till I'm in my 30s and then decide to make a change? There's nothing holding me up, and there's no reason why I shouldn't make this change now. So I joined a gym, which is very close to my house, only about 2 miles away, and I started slowly integrating that into my schedule. I tend to do something full impact and don't even think about it, and I'll just drive myself crazy about it. And that type of schedule will run me ragged to the point where I won't want to do it anymore, and I would just do it for about a week and then I would stop. But this time I decided I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to drive myself crazy. I'm going to make a point of not doing that, which is very typical of myself. So I started trying all the classes the gym had to offer, and just seeing what I liked and what fit with my schedule and my time that I had available. Because like I've said, I do have a full-time job. That is my responsibility in life, and I work my personal time and my personal life around that. I have a set schedule, so that in that aspect, it's very good for me because I know when I have to be to work, when I'm going to get out of work relatively, and I can plan my gym schedule around that. I can plan whatever I'm going to be eating in terms of preparation. I can plan that around my work schedule. So having a stable schedule is a very good thing for me. So back at the end of December, beginning of January, I started trying all these classes, and the gym offers a free consultation with a personal trainer. So I took advantage of that, and they did the whole full body analysis. So they not only weighed you with this special scale, which I'll get into in a minute, they talked about your eating habits, how many times a week do you plan on coming to the gym, if you're going to be taking any vitamins, how tall you are, everything that goes into that, and then they weigh you at the end. So with this special scale, you stand on it with no shoes or socks on, and it sends some type of pulse through your body, and it measures everything. So it measures your organs and how much that weighs, and it measures your fat, and it measures your BMI, and how that totals to be your weight. So you get a little printout to keep, and I've kept mine, and every time that I do weigh myself again at the gym, I can compare, okay, well, my fat percentage went down, and my BMI went down, and my weight, of course, went down. So I like to see that. And then I decided that, well, the gym kind of convinced me, or as I said at the time, I drank the magic Kool-Aid, and I joined the PT classes, which they were very welcoming. It was, a new community for me, something I hadn't done before, because I had worked out prior. I do know how to work out. I do know, the different types of workouts that you can do, and that you're supposed to alternate weights and cardio for different days, and all that sort of stuff. So this type of intense program was very different from anything I had ever done before. It pushed me beyond anything I could ever think that my body could do. And that has been the major change in my life that's made me lose the weight. That, of course, coupled with eating right, is what is driving the pounds off. And, I want to point out that I started going to the gym the end of December. I joined the PT classes in February, and I didn't start to see weight loss come off until March. So it was very slow in the beginning, and I just stayed with it, and I kept telling myself, it's not a race, I will get to it. I feel better. Even when I didn't see the weight coming off, I felt better. I felt an increase in energy. I just felt so much better. It's just hard to describe from the inside out, which just does something for your confidence. And I was never, a self-conscious person, but it just boosts your confidence in a way that you wouldn't think that it would. And you just feel better all around. So that was my initial inspiration, and I will get more into my journey as I develop the channel. And please feel free to send me emails or comments with any requests. But stay tuned.